Hi, I'm Kimberly Lewis, your motivational muse. Now, today I'm going to give you part two of consistency. So, it is consistency and the power of nonprofit leadership. In my previous blog, I explored the transformative power of consistency in achieving personal goals and building strong habits. But the principle of consistency extends far beyond individual endeavors. For nonprofits, it's not just beneficial, it's absolutely crucial. Consistency acts as the engine that drives sustainable impact, strengthens donor relations, and ultimately fuels the organization's ability to serve its mission. Let's dive into the specific benefits of cultivating consistency within the nonprofit framework. First, you want to build trust and reliability. Consistency is the cornerstone of trust. Donors, volunteers, and beneficiaries all need to know that they can rely on the nonprofit to deliver on its promises. This reliability is built through consistent actions. So, what are these actions? First, consistent communication. Regularly updating donors, volunteers, and the community of the organization's activities, the progress, and needs is crucial. A consistent email, newsletter, a social media presence, and reporting schedule all build confidence. Next, consistent program delivery. Delivering programs and services on schedule and with the same level of quality. This demonstrates commitment and ensures beneficiaries can depend on the support that they need. And third, consistent financial management. Maintaining transparent financial practices and providing regular reports to donors and stakeholders. Consistency in handling funds builds confidence in the organization's stewardship. Now, the next thing that's needed is enhancing your fundraising and donor engagement. So you see, consistency is a key factor in successful fundraising. You need to have consistent appeals. These are regularly and strategically contacts with potential donors with compelling appeals or stories. So whether it's a monthly giving program, a periodic email campaign, or an annual appeal, a consistent rhythm keeps the organization top of mind. Next, you will have consistent stewardship. This means promptly acknowledging donations and expressing gratitude. This is one of my pet peeves. Consistent follow-up with thank you notes and impact reports. This all strengthens donor relationships and encourages repeat giving. Third, building donor loyalty. That consistent communication, engagement, and impact reporting contributes to loyal donors, leading to a more stable and sustainable funding base. Next, you also want to look at strengthening your organizational performance. Now, how do you do that? Consistency contributes to internal efficiency and effectiveness. Now, this goes back to your processes. You want to standardize your processes, develop and implement consistent procedures for key functions, such as your program delivery, volunteer management, and financial reporting. This reduces errors and improves your efficiency and ensures quality. Next, you also want to ensure that you are making data-driven decisions. You can only do this with consistent tracking of key metrics and using data to inform program improvements and strategic planning. Third, performance management is key. You want to consistently provide feedback to staff and volunteers. You need to set clear expectations and recognize their achievements. Now, you don't want to forget about cultivating a positive organizational culture. Consistency helps foster a strong and supportive internal environment. When you have clear expectations, you have consistent expectations for staff and your volunteers. This creates a sense of fairness and transparency. Reliable leadership sets the tone for stability and helps to build trust. And when you consistently demonstrate that you are reinforcing values, this is a demonstration of the organization's values in all of your actions. Finally, you want to look at strategies for cultivating consistency within your nonprofit. So, the first step is to create a detailed calendar. Schedule reoccurring activities such as your meetings, your donor appeals, your communications, and program evaluations to keep everyone on track. Next, you want to develop checklists and templates. Standardize those processes and communication materials to ensure consistency. Next, automate wherever possible. Use your systems, use your client membership systems, your email marketing platforms to automate tasks and streamline workflows. Then you want to assign responsibilities. Clearly assign those responsibilities to each individual, not just a department, but specific individual that is responsible for delivering that action. Then you want to review regularly and adjust. Review your processes and your schedules regularly to ensure that they remain effective and relevant, and change as needed. Now you want to also embrace a culture of continuous improvement. So this means that you focus on the improvements to your processes, constantly looking for better ways to do things. And finally, communicate, communicate, communicate. You want to emphasize the importance of consistency in all of your communication to your stakeholders and make it a core value of your organization. You see, consistency is not merely a desirable trait for a nonprofit, it's fundamental for the creating of lasting impact. By embracing this powerful principle, nonprofit leaders can cultivate trust, enhance fundraising, strengthen organizational performance, and foster a positive culture. It's a steady hand on the wheel, guiding the organization toward its mission, transforming it from a good intention into a force for enduring positive change. In the realm of social impact, consistency is the engine that fuels the growth of the organization.